I'm Steve Villers, owner of Black Snake Meadery. So mead, in the simplest definition, is wine made from honey or fermented diluted honey. That can be as simple as just adding some water to a honey mixture and adding some yeast to it and letting it ferment. There are lots of different manifestations of it. You can add fruit to it, you can cook it, you can caramelize it, you can blend it with grapes, you can blend it with apples, you can blend it with grains. Honey is a wild source of sugar. You don't have to cultivate anything. You can find beehives and then accidentally ferment it and you have mead. I think the novelty, and we like the idea of bees, and that's kind of some amount of botany a little bit, I think. But yeah, we just like the idea of kind of bringing something directly from nature into something interesting to drink and enjoy. Well, it's mead, so that's unique in and of itself. There's more and more, but there's still there are very few meaderies around. So we're doing everything with honey, no grains. We do one right now with fruit. All the flavor components are really coming from the honey. We add some hops to some and some ginger to some, but for the most part it's what kind of honey and how much. And that gives our flavoring. So the actual process compared to, say, beer making is a little simpler, because to make beer you have to mash the grain to get the sugar out of the starches. Honey's pretty much, it's 80% sugar. So that aspect is pretty easy. You gotta either extract the honey from the hives or buy honey. We do both. We have some hives and we also buy. That aspect is fairly easy. Yeast does not like honey, so you really have to watch your nutrient level and timing and temperature and stuff like that to make sure you get a good consistent product. So that's a challenge. For us, it's more just the small scale that is the biggest challenge. Bottling is our biggest, most labor intensive aspect. So we do it, usually the two of us. Sometimes we'll get a third person to help us out. I'd say it's the education aspect, just letting people know what mead is and that it's out there. It's an alternative or an addition to some of the other beverages that are out there. So just raising awareness is the biggest thing. I mean, there's also, we're doing this, the two of us, and it's, labor intensive and those things. But the biggest challenge is really letting people know what it is and that it's something you might enjoy if you try it.
For more information, visit blacksnakemead.com.